Boys Corner.
Today, we have very beautiful lady and two handsome and masculine men here. I always say it's rather unfortunate we have one lady in the midst of us, but
it's not unfortunate.
That's
I'm
what they say.
repping the women clan.
And you have a
Yeah,
reason
as
to
you
be
know.
excited.
Right.
I'm your host, Sam Mituga. Today the topic is going to be hot, so I don't want to waste much time. Let me introduce you to my guest. On my left, I have Dave. I don't want to mention his full name though.
You don't know his full
I don't.
You don't. You have no idea what it is.
Thank you very much.
That's Dave. That's Usman.
Yeah.
And I have here. If you know this girl, you know her. She's always disturbing me.
If you know, you know.
That's what
If you know, you know.
That's what family does.
Yes. So, guys, welcome to the Boys Corner. Feel free. It is the Boys Corner. Just say whatever you want to say, but don't curse.
Right.
Don't curse. Say whatever you want to say. It's like we are at the bar right now. We are having fun. We're going to talk about
With flasks.
we're going to talk about boy stuff. We're going to talk about things that happen in men's life. We're going to talk about women's stuff. That is why the show is Boys Corner. You guys are welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, there's no protocol. We just have to start talking.
Okay.
So I'll have this question.
Yes.
Well, why do you think men get married?
Oof, that's something.
Yes. Why? So the story, someone called me and was like, I married to this girl, and after I married to this girl, like 2 years after, I'm not happy no more. I was like, why are you not happy? He said, I don't know. I don't even know what pushed me to go get married. When we're in a relationship, I was having fun. Like, it was fun. But after I got into marriage, things have changed. And I was like, okay. So right now, what do you want to do? I don't even know what I want to do. I'm not happy. So why do you think men go into marriage? But why do you think men marry?
For companionship, for people believe in love.
Please use your microphone. There's a reason for the microphone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For companionship, for love, religion, and for societal purposes, and also for financial well-being, stability. I think there are multiple reasons why not only men but people decide to come together and form a union. Some people may see that differently, but for men, most men don't want to be lonely. They want companionship, especially when you're out there in the world, like on a holiday, like coming up soon,
Right.
and you're in the park and you're seeing others walking and holding hands and all that stuff, and you're just probably chilling with your friends, and you're like, I can't hold your hand, Sammy, but
Right.
right?
Yeah, but can't you do that
That's gay.
Can't you do that with your girlfriend?
With a girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes, you can, but it differs when you're with your girlfriend, because sometimes when you start as friends and you say, okay, these are the parameters or the barriers, then when emotion gets involved, then people want more.
Yeah.
So we start out, let's say, for example, Nana and I, we're cool, whatever it is, we have an arrangement, and no sleepover, none of that. But after a while, after watching Lion King, then she decides, okay,
Right, I'm all emotional.
I don't want to go home tonight. I want to spend the night here.
Yep.
That wasn't in the plan from the jump.
Mm.
So, I think that's one of the reasons why. And sometimes the men probably give in because if she's a cool person, they'll be like,
Mhm.
okay, you know what, we can make this happen. But
Yeah.
deep down, you probably feel like, I don't want to be in a relationship like that or marriage. So it's
Yeah.
all about compromise. Until then, we get to a point
Then,
wherein we
yep.
just can't see eye to eye anymore. I don't have my my space, or
Mhm.
I can't be myself anymore. And then they'll be like, okay. Anyways, research have shown that the number one cause for divorce is marriage.
So why do
Wow.
we go in? So
That's smart.
so why do we then go into it?
No, but
Um,
to piggyback off of what he said, like the scenario, I come over, we're just dating, boyfriend girlfriend type situation. Now I start sleeping over, sleepovers get fun. There's this desire to make it a consistent thing. Now I can decide to stay in your house every day and not be legally married to you. I don't want to just be a girlfriend.
She
I
wanna-
want a ring. I want the legality of it. So I think men get married trying to have this kind of consistency and stability that, okay, I know when I come home, I'm going to see the woman that I'm in love with in the house.
And food on the table.
And food and a warm
Usman.
bed.
Yeah, like to emphasize what they say. There's one aspect we need to check. A man want to marry because of the woman that give him peace home, of the woman that give him peace home. Like a man meets a lot of people. You met a lot of women. There's some women you like at the club. They fun and everything, but the one you find peace with, the one you know when you go home, you're gonna have the peace of mind. You're gonna have like calm and stuff. That's what you tell yourself. Oh, I want to marry this.
On this
Even though
permanently.
she's not the most fun and stuff, you want stability. Once you leave work and stuff, because man, you have like a breadwinner. You go to work, stress, everything. You come home, you find stability, calm, and that's what a lot of men want and too. So
Yeah.
it's
But-
very important.
But do you think every man is a breadwinner?
No, every man is not a breadwinner, but every man should be a breadwinner because the
I
way
agree.
now we have like a lot of diversity, a lot of people saying, we need this and that, but every man should be a breadwinner because when a man is not a breadwinner, the woman is making the money. It disturbs
The balance.
the
balance
balance
'cause-
of
yeah.
things sometimes because no matter what you do for a man, if the woman got a kid, the kid
Mhm.
that naturally goes toward
The woman.
the
yeah.
woman. So there's no equity in like raising a kid. The kids mostly with their moms.
Mostly. 99% of the
Yes,
time.
So if you're not a breadwinner, what you gonna do? Be
It's I mean it's not
If you're not
every
bringing bread,
house-
how do you
it's
win?
not every household that a man is a breadwinner.
True.
Yeah.
Yes,
If
some
you wish.
houses women are the breadwinners.
I think that's what he said.
But
that,
don't you feel like marriage is for women?
Oh yes. Marriage is to me.
no.
Marriage is something that women
No.
create to keep men at home.
We didn't create it.
I think
You know-
religion created marriage.
We
The woman
didn't
created
create
marriage
it.
because no man will tell us, you know what? I'm gonna just give my freedom and all my belongings to this woman and just stay like
I
that.
think it's the kind of safe space a woman creates for a man that will make
Yeah.
him want to get married, honestly. And yes, why do people divorce in the first place as well? When a man loses his safe space, then there's no point in wanting to be with that woman anymore.
Okay.
So I think a man would marry because or settle down. I think that's the right frame. Is
Yes.
this person is my safe space. I go to work, my boss is annoying me, I'm going crazy. Then I come home and there's this beautiful woman who is just going to, be like, babe, you know what, go take a shower. I'll set the table. It's a safe space for him to relax, to be calm. And then you have some women too that, then that's why men sometimes, go out of their home because they'll come home and there's a lioness waiting for them ready
Exactly.
to pounce. So I think if you have a woman who's a safe space, it kind of makes you want to just
down
settle.
and marry.
Yeah.
I
makes
hope
you wanna settle.
a lot of women will listen to you now.
I hope so. I would like to think
Because
I'm
for
a very
most men,
wise woman.
Marriage in the beginning is fun and all, but
It-
Yeah.
it
over
is
time,
fun. So at what stage does it become like
Serious business.
a business. It is fun from the beginning. So at what stage does it become like
For
a
a
business.
man, when you start falling in love, like me,
True.
I'll have a relationship. I'm not that much into it. I'm more free. You can wear what you want. You can go where you want. I will not much pay attention. But as long, like men and women, if like they say, if a woman is not jealous, she does not love you.
Oh,
There
so
is
you
no
think men
non-jealous.
marry because of love?
If you start loving the woman, now you start
Mhm.
paying attention to what she's
To
doing,
what she
where
does.
she's going, and things she's doing.
Yeah.
Like if you start falling in love, you're like, hey, you can hang out with these kind of people. You can wear this. You start being insecure a little bit. Insecurity come with love and feelings and stuff. So
A little bit,
That's interesting.
to some extent.
yeah.
I think just to add to that, like love or you treat a woman, it's kind of like a butterfly. If you hold it too tight, you squish it.
Mhm.
Too loose, it's gonna fly away.
Yep.
So it has to be in moderation, because no
Balance the
woman wants
scales.
any man to be so overwhelming. Like, where are you going? What are you wearing? Why are you wearing? They may say they want that because jealousy shows somewhat more desire, or they're like paying attention. But when it becomes consistent, then that's another problem.
Mhm.
So that's.
I mean, from the parts where you said women are like butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
You know Kaka, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kaka's wife was like a butterfly,
Mm.
but she still flew away.
Yeah.
But
He
she
held
wa-
her
she-
too loose.
Kaka held.
He held her too loose. He didn't hold her
He held her
exactly.
No,
Go back
but-
to the story. Tell the story.
Okay, so
like, because
so-
everybody don't know.
So
Kaka,
the story
yeah.
is Kaka, who is a footballer.
Mm-hmm.
He has everything. He has money. He has won Ballon d'Or. He's well-to-do man. He has retired, but the wife still divorced him because she says Kaka is so quiet,
It's too good a man.
too good a man,
Right, that was a phrase.
and she doesn't like it that way. So what the question is, what do women need from or want from men?
To add to that, I think it would be very difficult to use Kaka's wife to represent the entire population for women.
Right?
So she's probably just a subset of the ones that it doesn't matter how good or how much you've done for a woman,
Yep.
it's just never enough. So for me, just really using Kaka's wife to represent whatever billion number of women in the world, that would be very unfair. But
Thank
for
you.
her, I respect her because she honestly came out and said,
This is not for
this
me.
is not for me.
Yeah.
And there's something called 7 years itch. If you heard of it, like just like any business or any performance, after a while you hit a plateau, like you hit a point where like it's just like a dud.
This is how far I can
Thi-
go.
thi- this is how far I can go. Like no more. Your curiosity has been satisfied. Your desire has been satisfied. There's nothing more. Some people don't reinvent themselves.
Yep.
So maybe that's what she experienced with Kaka. I don't know much about the details because Kaka probably never came out and said much. But like we can look at that and say Kaka is an ideal guy because he's quiet. Maybe he doesn't drink. He doesn't go party. He doesn't go to the massage parlor or the strip clubs, and that's ideal.
But that is what the woman said.
exactly.
then
But
she
maybe she
didn't
wants
give
her free time
details.
because him not doing that, he's home with her, and we all like our free time.
I think she wants that type of man that would be like, hey yo, sit down, hey yo.
I don't think
come,
we can
hold."
judge because we also don't know what Kaka had done.
But
to
that
make
is what
her-
she came to say.
Yeah,
That
maybe
is-
she
that is
said
what is
it to
coming
save
from the
face.
woman,
But that's probably
not what Kaka is saying. If Kaka said that, then we'll say no. We should hear from the woman. But that is what the woman is saying.
Yeah, but don't you think that sometimes women try to defend their husbands even if he had some kind of a bad character?
No, but you won't.
just
You
to
won't.
make
You
sure
won't.
that his
You
fame
won't
doesn't
defend.
go
You
away.
won't defend
Divorce.
someone when you are going for divorce.
When you divorce,
Yeah,
yes.
no.
I
Oh,
mean, some people have.
No.
It's rare, but
Some
yes.
people have.
Yeah,
We
but-
can. there are a
So
lot
so
of
why you
divorce, you
why
say
why you
already.
divorcing then?
Megan
to
Good,
get 50%.
right?
No.
Jeff Bezos' wife never came out to say anything bad about him.
True.
What was her
Bill
reason for
Gates,
divorce?
Bill Gates' wife
They
never
outgrew
said.
each other.
Yeah, just like there are so many indifferences, and she feels like she's at a point in her life where she wants to move on. Bill Gates' wife said irreconcilable differences. So yeah, they're divorced.
These are millionaires,
Billionaires.
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 Yes.
So if the woman say, oh, he coughs too much, so I want to go, there is a reason.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I think Kaka's wife may have a specific reason, but to save face, what if it's because Kaka cannot satisfy her sexually? For her to
He's an
say
athlete.
that, it doesn't matter.
I'm just
For her to say that to the world will be
Okay.
humiliating to the man.
Yeah.
So sometimes, women, as much as we may be power hungry, money hungry, whatever hungry, we sometimes are very considerate of the man's feelings.
I want to
Sometimes.
I want to ask you that question. So why do you think women stay in an abusive relationship?
A number of reasons. It could be
What are
money.
some of the reasons?
It could be money. It could be sex. It could be that that's the only kind of love that they know.
that's a good one, and I can talk about
Only
Wow.
kind
that.
of love they know.
Elab-
That's,
elab-
Yeah.
el- elaborate on that.
So
It's because
If
of
I've
sex.
seen-
Like the man is not giving. The man is giving too much.
sex could be maybe she was in a previous relationship where she had never
He
experienced.
snatch her soul.
Yeah, right. The soul has never been snatched before, and then you get into a relationship with this abusive man, but then an abuse can come in so many forms, right?
True.
It can be emotional, it can be psychological, it can be any form of abuse. But then at this point, she gets a sex that she feels like she can see God. She touched God for the first time in her life.
That will make you still stay in there.
It makes her want to stay because in her head it's like, if I go out there again, I might never find a man who can.
That
Sexual-
euphoric
yeah.
feeling, that is ecstasy. Like,
It's like when you get people know heroin is bad, they know it can kill them, but then they know that feeling they get from it. So it's like, I don't want to stop,
thing is, a lot of bad people are good at sex too.
right?
That's why a lot of girls goes back to their toxic
Bad boys.
boyfriends and ex-boyfriends and
Some
whatever.
some women don't want cool guys.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A woman need a challenge.
Yeah.
A woman need a challenge, even though she loves you to death. If you give her everything every time,
We won't.
she will not. She will lose attraction to you
Yep.
because a woman needs always to. Women's always goes for a better guy, a better person. So if you not that, she's gonna lose interest. She needs to always know, oh, this guy is the best I can have.
Yep.
Because she always will go for the best she can have. That's like in even human, even
Every
lions.
human.
Even the lions, they always go for the alpha one. You
Yep.
see, the alpha one is the one has all the women.
He
you
has
know?
all the
So
power.
women's always goes for the best guy. So, but she has to know you are the best guy by challenging her. Sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you have to step foot. Not like no, you can't do that. But if you let her do everything, she doesn't feel like
This guy is
the
beating
sparks
you.
anymore.
This guy is beating you, slapping you, dragging you on the floor. But because of a good sex, you're still staying.
No, but in our
Not-
culture
it's
too.
not only good sex. Just to add to it, we probably can see like Cassie's situation,
Mhm.
and that's a perfect example wherein there are layers that we are not privy to. So it's very easier to look at it from the outside to say, you know what, I would get up and leave, but there is a psychological part to it also, wherein, for example, like pimp and their
They're
workers.
women. Mhm.
Right, they provide them with security or other things, or tell them, hey, if you're trying to leave me, I'm gonna go to your parents' house and
And
burn
I'm
it
gonna
down,
shoot them.
or,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. So like, there is a psychological reason to it, and I came to that understanding from really doing a particular job, and also help to investigate and really bring these victims to the podium. So it's hard to understand, but I would think, as Nana mentioned earlier, that maybe that's the only love they know.
Yeah.
For example, when women are being pimped out, it's mostly start from the home. So whenever there is really a breaking down of communication between the mother and the daughter, or the father and the daughter, then the kid will try to run away and seek comfort in friends who
Yep.
doesn't have a moral compass. Then those friends try to guide them, and then end up, let's say, in the sex life,
brothels,
right?
yeah.
And those guys start to abuse them. But at the same time, they give them stuff that they want, like the newest iPhone, the newest Jordans, or they give them money
The
or whatever it is. No one has
designers.
ever given them that,
Yep.
or tell them like, hey, you got beautiful eyes, or you're very attractive.
Thank you.
Not you.
I'll take it. Thank you.
But them getting that compliment, then they feel like, oh, this person truly loves me.
Yep.
And this is how this person shows his love, because he's very abusive. So they can't even differentiate that to know that, oh,
Yeah.
crap, this is a very bad situation I'm in.
And I
But
should leave.
they've received so much things that to them, those are like checkpoints in life. Like, somewhat assets to them. Phone, clothing, a little bit of money. This person loves me. It's just that whenever I go against his personal orders, then he's
I'm
going to slap
losing
me.
those.
Right, I'm losing
Yeah.
those. So they don't want to go against that. And it's very sad, but the ones who normally, well, besides some psychological reason, you realize
Yeah.
that they feel compelled or not to walk away from the situation. And it's easier to say just get up and walk away, but
It's
like
never
look
easy.
at Cassie, like this is decades after she came out and she barely tell her
Yeah.
story. She didn't even tell her story, to be frank.
She hasn't finished. She hasn't even started.
So there are a number of reasons, and it's, I mean,
But what will make you stay?
It's a mental prison. Me personally, I wouldn't stay because I never saw my dad hit my mother. I would never stay with a man who hits me
right, but if
because I
alright.
didn't see it.
but for the girl, just imagine the ones who grew up seeing that and think it's a norm.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's the only love
And then
they
the-
know.
Right, and then they grew up seeing that and think it's a norm, and the mother's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I've talked back to daddy, and I shouldn't have. So that's why I punched me in the eye." So the kids are gonna say, "Oh, okay, so you shouldn't talk back." And when you do that,
Yeah.
that's a consequence.
That's the
for it.
consequences.
Yeah.
That's
And-
what's supposed to happen. And it kind of like, so as a girl child, as I am, assuming I grow up seeing my dad being very loving to my mother, my dad becomes a standard to any man that will ever come into my life. Now, if my dad is abusive, it can either make me or break me when it comes to choosing a life partner. I can say, okay, I've met Dave, and Dave is an amazing guy. He gives me everything that I want.
thank
Not
you.
you. Dave
But
gives
he's
me
Dave.
everything.
That was a
You said-
payback right there.
Dave,
earlier,
it was.
you know?
I wanted him
You-
to
you
bask
just
in
did
it.
the
That
same
was a
thing.
No,
payback
I
right there.
actually,
Yeah.
I actually wanted him to bask in it first
Oh,
before
okay.
taking it back, and I succeeded.
True Manu fan.
Right?
Actually, that's women. They hold grudges. You
We
know?
do, and it's normal. So
You know?
let's say, me and Dave, we have a good relationship, we have fun, and to me, it's like, wait, but I saw my dad every now and then hit my mom, and Dave wouldn't do that. Now, Dave gives me 80%. Everything is going great. That 20% is missing. So I go find Osman, who's going to give me that 20%.
I will give you the 20%.
And I'm thinking, yeah, and
Even
I'm
more if you
thinking,
want.
And if you
this
don't
is
have-
how the love should be.
Yes.
He should hit me every now and then. So now I've gotten the same thing my mother has, and I'm going to throw Dave away like
Nice
the
guy
silly
finished
fan that
last.
he is. And,
Oh.
go be with
So I'm the
Osman.
I'm the caca.
Yeah.
right? You are.
And I'm probably
But
gonna
you,
be
you
the
don't have
name,
Ballon d'Or.
No, he doesn't.
Not yet. Not yet.
But it's a mental thing. I think it's a mindset where we have to break free from that cycle and
Yeah.
understand that you deserve to be corrected with compassion and love and kindness, not with a slap to the face and a black eye.
Osman, I have this question. So, do you still keep your exes?
Me?
Yes.
What do you mean keep my?
Like, okay, do you still have like talks with your ex?
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing that one. Husband.
Oh wow, you're setting me up right here.
No, okay.
Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm
It can
kidding.
be edited.
Can you edit
Don't worry,
that
don't
out?
worry. No, okay. So let me ask this question. Let me ask you that question.
Okay, okay.
Let me put this question around, not to you.
Mhm.
Yo,
I'm
so
just kidding.
if you meet your if your girl, I asked this question I think last week. If your girl is texting her ex,
Okay.
how are you going to feel, or
Okay.
what would you do
Oh no, we don't.
if you find out?
We
Oh, I
don't.
got shivers.
Oh,
My
yeah,
whole
we
body.
don't.
No, first of all, do they have a kid together? What if they have a kid?
Oh, okay,
That's a whole
that's
different-
another question.
Okay.
Like regarding my exes, it's I have two categories.
Mhm.
Like the
Hold on.
relationship.
Two.
You have to categorize
Hold on,
everything.
hold
you
on,
know?
hold on,
Subset
hold on.
to the main
You
question,
Hold
have to
on.
categorize everything.
Two
you know, like,
category of what?
of my
Section
exes.
A, Section
Yes.
B.
right?
I have some
X, A,
relationship.
X, B.
Yes, I have like two categories of my
Okay.
exes. Like one side of my exes, more the relationship that I was not too serious about it.
Mhm.
I was not like my heart was not that into it. When we break up,
Mhm.
I didn't really love you and stuff, so I can't keep you. Like I can't keep love on my social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I see you with another guy, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't mind it.
So
See?
if you are done with her, you
So if
delete
I'm
and
done
block
with
her.
yes, like I wouldn't need necessarily like remove
Involved
you from my
with
social
you.
media.
Well, that's Section B,
or-
the one that he didn't
That's
like.
my
Yeah.
section B. I'm coming to my section.
So
A.
section
My
A,
section A is
section
more
A.
complex. Yes, but if I'm like serious with a girl and I loved her, we really had a relationship. You know, once we're done, I'll remove you from my Facebook, my Instagram.
That is section B.
Yeah,
Section
no, that's
A.
section A.
Oh,
now.
section
I
A.
love
You're,
that.
Section B.
you're still okay. Go ahead
No,
with
section
section
B,
A.
you stay. You still
Section
stay in
A,
his
yeah.
life.
Section B doesn't care.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
section A is you don't if you don't love the person,
No,
like if you
section A
don't
is
have
I
anything.
love you.
No, section A, we had a relationship.
Mhm.
I loved you.
Mhm.
I was like, I see future in us.
Mhm.
But if you break up, and you
He
know,
wants
like,
you
it's
gone.
going to
So
become
the section
blocker.
A gets into you.
no, section A go under your skin and everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if I see you with another guy, I know I will be pissed.
Yeah.
I will
So
not.
he
I
deleted
will
her
not want
from
to see it.
Facebook
So
and
I
all
don't
social
even
media.
I
want to see
delete.
you.
I will like remove you from my Facebook from everywhere
I
because
shouldn't see you
Until
at
they get
all.
closure or
It's-
healing.
yes, because I'm like
And-
I'm not the
And,
type of
and
guy.
you add
who-
the person back.
Namaste.
After
you're
healing?
I
gone.
didn't back. No.
You're
Okay.
gone.
I don't do that. Yeah, like once we're done, we're done. But I don't want to see you with another guy if I was in love with you, because
Because then it hurts
sometimes
you. It triggers
yeah,
memories.
of course he hurts. He hurts like
Yeah.
like hell. So that's what you have
said
to
like hell.
seek. Like I'm not the ex will try to find out who's your new boyfriend and say, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But
I really
what if
don't
you're at a
wanna-
restaurant and they both come in and you're dining by yourself?
That's why I don't like dating people close to my
Proximity.
To my life
No
and
close
stuff.
proximity.
You see, like I
What,
don't
what,
want
what, what if she's from out of town and then the guy is from your proximity?
Yeah.
You don't
Yes.
know, and then you're
that's-
you're dining across the
and-
road.
And those are the things you have to deal with, and that's not a good thing. That's why I like my girlfriend or my relationship. We have like separate lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're done, I don't have to see you later because I know that's like natural to everybody. Even a girl you don't really love, a lot of people, you see that girl with another guy, even though you don't love the girl anymore, it will hurt you a
Still
little
gets
bit.
it to
You
you.
see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's
So
true.
I know that. So I'm like, if I really love you and stuff, I'll remove you. I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
For me, it depends on how
It ended.
it ended. Because if I see you with another guy, I'm doing cartwheels. That's your problem, no longer mine. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
But if I still keep them, I think all of my relationships I end somewhat amicably. I mean, some may go very left, but over the years, I really I try to really make amends, make peace with my demons, and I probably would go back and really give an apology for how I handled the situation because
Yeah.
it was in my youthful exuberance.
So you
days.
go back.
No, not go back to her.
to have a discussion to say, you know what,
But-
Kinda
I
like
could have been
closure.
more. No. It's closure. Like to
Yeah.
say, you know what, I could have been more emotionally available, and I was very callous when I
I
did
don't do
this.
that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
but I
That's a
think
mistake.
doing that, you're
No,
trying
you're
to
not-
enlighten.
No,
You're-
it's
No,
not.
I
No,
don't think
I'm,
he's
I
trying
can
to
tell you for a fact,
rekindle
it's
anything.
not, because I've done it, and because it's just like giving closure. Because sometimes we're just so aggressive, or we're just caught up with our emotions. We didn't end it on a very amicable and civil matter.
way.
Like we just block each other, delete whatever it is, and nothing was said, nothing was discussed. So it's not like I really go back for that reason. But if I come across her or whatever it is, or let's say I get an email, say happy birthday or whatever, I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, how is life? And then, like probably like just talking, and then I could really say, you know what? I never really get to really say I'm sorry for what I did and how I made you feel, because that wasn't nice of me.
Oh, so you will
Taking
still be
accountability.
wishing your ex happy birthday.
Nah, I said I
if
get an
she
email.
does.
Of
Yeah.
course, if I have the number or whatever
Don't
it
do
is,
that.
I would.
I will
Who's
not.
one?
I
will
mean,
not
I think
want
I
that.
get where
You
he's
won't?
also coming
no
from,
way.
though.
Because I did that, and what I got it back, the girl fall back in love with me.
Oh,
That is
damn.
what I'm
But
saying.
because you
Don't
allow
do
it,
that.
but you allow it. There are parameters, because for me, I'm not going back.
If I
Yeah.
go, yes.
No,
even
but
though I don't wanna
but
go
Dave,
back.
if you're sitting here saying that you go back and say
Not saying go back and
tried
search
that.
for it. I'm
No,
saying that
go
opportunity
back.
presents itself. Like if I run into her in a supermarket and we have a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm going searching for her to do that. But it happens after 10 years.
what
I
what
move
what
on.
if she falls for that and then you're still saying your
and then she will fall in
From
love.
then
with
she-
me.
no,
she-
and it's a
he
reason
would
why
have
she
to close
became
the door,
ex.
though.
Right, and that's the thing,
so
because
if she's ex, why are you going? Why you say hi then you pass? Why do
So-
you have to go and narrate all the stories of what you
because
did and what
for
you didn't do?
me, based on the fact that although I was raised in a very religious manner, it's just like making amends for the wrongs that I've done.
You've done.
It's like it's called atonement. No,
It's
No.
past.
so when you do something bad and you go to church tomorrow to pray, don't you ask for forgiveness?
Listen,
It
listen,
passed.
listen.
No, but this is
No, but
this
you
is-
see,
this is
I
your
think I
ex.
relate to what he's saying, probably because I'm a female. No, how a relationship ends would determine what kind of closure you get.
Right.
Of course.
If I end a relationship with Dave on a terrible note where it's like, you're this, you're that, you're here, when tensions are high, things get said, that
It's not even
2
true.
years down the line, you're like, man, I really shouldn't have said this to that person.
Because I'm the 80%.
Exactly,
And
and
who's
he
my
the
20%?
20%. And if I should run into
So
Dave,
am I really the 20%?
no, you're
at the end
not.
of the
No,
day?
you're not. You're never the
Thank
20%.
you.
You're the
He has,
100%.
she has even given you some.
You're Jesus who has prayed.
She has even given you some. You have a percentage.
But I
Someone is
think,
0%. You.
right? I think sometimes too, how a relationship starts would determine how you want to,
Guys,
you know,
Okay.
keep that person. Personally, that is what it
Okay,
is for me.
personally, I will tell you guys. It's something you guys need to accept. We are a monster. Everybody is a monster to someone.
True.
You have
You're
to
a
accept
villain in
some
somebody's
relationship.
story.
I messed up. It's bad. You just let it go. If you go back and say I'm sorry, things and that, all you're gonna do it's to like I said, like love is a flame that goes really down, but it never goes off. So if you go back and say I'm sorry, I was this and that, that flame might go up into that person, and that person might have hopes, and hopes is very
Osman,
bad.
I've had an ex apologize,
Huh?
and I never wanted to go back to him.
Right.
Yeah,
Because I was done.
That is you.
you know,
Yeah, that is also him.
But that's
What
the
do you
same
have
thing.
that
No,
the other
I'm saying
people
so.
don't
Okay,
have?
what if the girl wants to come back?
What do you
Then
have?
I make
That
it
is
known.
for
Then I
him
make
to
it
close
known
the
to say,
door.
listen,
You are balanced.
I'm
A lot
just
of people are
doing this to
unbalanced.
really for us to get closure, like, and what, because chances are she's already married and she really move on, have kids, or
Right.
vice versa. So it's not that I'm doing it like, hey, you want to
Let's
go,
get back
Yeah,
together.
intention
like
is-
come over and have a
Okay,
bottle
Your
of wine.
intention is good. I'm
Yes.
not saying
But it's
intention is
different
bad.
when you're in your 20s and in your 30s or 40s.
Yeah,
like,
you
it's a
still
different
wanna-
stage of
Yeah,
life.
but-
Exactly.
But
Trust
Dave,
me.
this is the situation where, like what you're saying, this is the situation where the lady comes. Okay, you guys broke up.
Mm-hmm. All long ago.
Things didn't work, right? It didn't work. So you have a conversation. Things didn't work with us. Blah 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 blah. So everybody has to part way. You are gone.
Right.
What else do you have to say to
Just
her when
let
you
go.
meet her?
Just
Because I didn't do that.
You didn't do
evil,
what?
evil man
Just
and
as you
let go.
said it, it wasn't done in that manner. Probably
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know what, Nana, I don't want to see you again. And Nana's like, what? I'm like, I'm going to delete you. Like, go, just go.
That's
It may-
terrible.
Exactly. So it may have ended that way, wherein I didn't even give an explanation. It's like punishing a child without
Yeah.
saying what you're punishing them for.
Yeah.
So, like, just as you said it, I didn't do it that way. So now seeing her, like, I'm saying, you know what? We could have talked about it. Yes, we had our differences, and it was
Yeah.
like we should have separated. But the way it was done, it wasn't very manly of me. I was very immature. I was like 21.
So you'll still be talking to this person. If this person
No.
says, hold on.
Okay.
So if this person says, okay, I'm fine. Now we are cool. So if that
Platonically,
one
cool.
hold on.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I'm
platonic,
cool.
not for
Yeah,
her.
like-
So
part-time-
if
Yeah, not for her.
that section is passed
Mm-hmm.
and she sends you a text message, are you going to reply to her or no?
What's the message says? Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Are you?
You responded
and,
to it.
and then she
Okay.
will probably say,
Okay.
you know, we didn't
So
have the
if
chance.
you meet, if your your girlfriend is talking to ex, how
Mhm.
are you going to feel?
It depends on what they're talking about. It's going to be the same. Do they have a kid
does-
together? What's the relation? No.
Okay, they don't
I'm
have a
gonna be
kid.
fair.
No, this woman we are talking about.
And it's going to be fair because I have to be very very mindful of the fact that the same thing can happen. It could be the same. Wherein, what if that's her childhood best friend? I can't just get jealous of stuff without having additional
Yeah.
information. That would be very
About.
ignorant of me. I have to understand, okay, what are they talking about? Is this a compromised conversation? Is it seem like somewhat that she's seeking for comfort
from that person.
from that person? Then I'm like, oh, then I'm inadequate to you then. So obviously, if you're seeking comfort from that 20%,
but
go and get the
she's not
20.
letting you know the type of conversation that they are having. You have realized that she's talking to someone like, let's say she's talking to Pakwesi.
Mhm.
You know Pakwesi is the ex.
Mhm.
You've seen it,
Right.
but she hasn't told you anything.
I wonder
You
how
don't
would
know
I
the
see it though, but go
content.
on.
Yeah,
Because I
like-
don't search phones. If I seek, you shall find. I don't want to even see that.
Yes.
But anyways,
Yeah. So you don't know the
context.
contents of the conversation, but you know she's talking to Pakwesi. Are you going to be all right? Are you going to be
no,
okay?
because she's hiding that from me. Because it's the same way I put it out there with Nana. Like, hey, I saw Nana today at supermarket, and because obviously she's going to know about Nana,
Yeah.
right? So it's a very
Open
let's take a step back.
conversations.
I think relationship is all about communication.
Yeah.
And the more you hide stuff, then you seem like you have an ill intention. Because if I go out there and I see Nana or whatever it is, and I probably not say that, and then like tomorrow I'm like, oh, I'm going to this banquet where you going with Nana? She'll be like,
What?
What exactly? So
That makes
it's
zero
about
sense.
it's about communication. Like to
Yeah.
say, okay, fine. I saw Nana, whatever it is. Maybe we're going to this reunion. Probably which would never happen. But I'm just saying to you that when you hide information and then now she become aware of it, same way when I see that conversation and she never said that to me, I'm looking at her sideways because why would you hide that? Obviously, you're hiding something.
There's something. And I think to piggyback off of what he said, even if you communicate and there's no comprehension of how you're communicating, then it's going to be a problem. You can communicate all you want.
Yeah.
And if I cannot comprehend what you're saying, understand,
Right.
and come from a place of I trust you and I believe you're not going to do me dirty, there's always going to be a problem. I can have an ex that I'm still cool with. I have an ex that I'm very cool with because this is somebody that is my brother's friend. We run in the same circles.
Are we gonna
I
have to
see-
talk about that?
We will absolutely have to talk
No,
about
we're
that.
gonna have to talk about
And it's
that.
not me.
Yes.
It's
I
definitely not
had to pay
Dave.
attention to Dave, but apparently
No, it's not. But then I feel like with this particular person, even though we were kids when we dated, this was somebody I dated a long time ago as a kid. That's my brother's friend. I can't cut him off because that's my brother's friend. I'm gonna see him regardless. Just the fact that I can be cordial with him, see him outside and be like, "Oh, how are you?" Or he can text me every now and then and be like, "Hey, what's happening?" And I'm not hiding it from the man I'm with. I am not doing anything sneaky behind his back.
So why is it I'm just hearing about this?
Which of you do I have to explain to?
you have
But-
to explain.
No, but that's a very good one
on
because
and off the camera.
Yeah.
so.
you know why, Sammy? That's a good one because like she being cool with that ex may have her interest at heart, but knowing that we can't be together. So when she starts to date someone now, she can have that discussion with that ex, and
Yeah.
you can give it from that boy, from that man's point of view,
Perspective, yeah.
and to say, you know what, this person doesn't mean you any good. She may not understand because she's readily searching for someone and seeking affection, but that guy look at it and be like, you know what, he's just playing the field.
Right?
He doesn't mean you any good. And because I've done it before also. So I've seen it and be like, yeah, we're really cool because the person come and ask me questions and I could
Yes.
say, nah.
This
And
is
then
not
I'll
gonna
ask you
help
like, how
you.
does he make you feel and whatever, and ask you
Exactly.
questions because I genuinely care about that person. That would be my section A kind of exes.
We are section now, is it? We are section now.
Section A, yeah.
So that would be
We
my
have to
section
have
A.
sections, yes.
But you know, when you're in your 30s, it's very different because you can understand, you can agree to disagree. You
Yeah.
can agree that we're no longer going to be together, but however, like, you know, we can be
On
on a
open,
platonic
yeah.
level or understand that, okay, fine, especially when you move on and like you have a life or whatever, it's easier that way. But when you're both single, it's going to be tough because
Yeah.
nature do
You
calls.
can rekindle stuff.
easily.
It's like,
So-
oh, you know what? Let me come back and watch Lion King one more time because that's how it started in the first place.
That's right.
So you have a girl. The girl comes to you and say, it's not really working for us. I want to move on.
Mhm.
Okay.
I've met this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go meet this guy with me.
Ooh.
This guy thinks we are still together,
Mm-hmm.
but we are not together. So I want you to come meet this guy. First, I'm going to meet him. So I want you to come with me, meet him. So I will introduce you to the guy. So the guy will know that me and you, we are done. There's nothing going on.
Mm.
Wait,
Would
the
you-
girl is your
would-
girlfriend or the girl is your
Yeah, the
ex?
girl is your ex now.
Your ex now.
Your ex come to you to say,
I want you to go with me to go see
So
this
so
guy
you're
that I'm
talking
about
to
date.
so like anytime the girl is talking to the boyfriend now, the boyfriend feels like your name pops up. So the boyfriend feels like no, there's something going on with you and this guy. I'm not secure.
mm-hmm.
So the girl comes to you and say, you know how we have this conversation?
yes.
My boy now feels he's not secured. So I want you to come with me. Let's go meet this guy, and then we talk. So the guy will be
to like clear the
have
hair.
a sound mind that
Mhm.
this me and Usman, we are no more.
Okay.
So I can move on with my relationship.
That's gay.
You can also move. Would you accept it and go with a girl?
No way.
You won't go.
Why would I help my ex? Like, I'm like,
Usman is like, if I'm done with you, I'm done
yes,
with you. Leave
I'm
me
not
alone.
gonna go fix your relationship because you guys are insecure. That's a bigger problem.
But it depends. What if it's like you're here and you're staying with her? in terms of you're
And-
somewhat homeless and
Right.
And if I'm the
Yeah.
other guy,
Yeah.
I will not feel better that you come with your ex to tell me
True.
there's nothing. I'm like, what
No, but
else
it's
they
you.
hiding?
You
You the
have to
guy. You
explain.
yourself. You don't have a sound mind. Like you feel like this girl no still loves
instead
This
of us
guy.
going to
Yes,
meet, they
I
should
will
go to
not feel
Bellevue,
better
go
if
to the
you come
mental
with the
health.
ex.
Yeah.
the guy.
Whichever one doesn't have the sound mind, go to
I
the
will
mental
not
health.
feel better.
You need psychological help.
Please
But I also think that
don't do
situation
that.
is
Don't
very
bring your ex
dependent.
to me and
I
say
would
that.
do no such
Thank
thing.
you. Thank
I
you.
also think that the context here would also make a difference. What if you have a kid with this person?
You don't have a
wanna-
kid.
No, I'm saying if
We are not
that
talking
is
about-
a playing field,
Yeah,
then what, if you
if
have a kid with this
that's
person, you would
different.
want to know who is coming
Maybe
around
who's
your
coming
kid,
around the
Right.
kid,
and
yeah.
just to be able to say, okay,
No, but
this
that
person is
we know.
cool.
But we don't have a kid.
No way. No.
So
yeah,
he-
if my
he-
man is
She
not
comes. She
secured,
comes and say, Usman, I want you to meet my boyfriend.
Okay.
That is your ex.
What,
Yes.
what is
I
the
want you
woman
to
doing?
meet my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen some before.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What is the woman doing to make the man insecure to the point where you have to go to the ex to bring the
Because
ex
you
to
guys
the
laughing
man?
too
So-
much. You
no,
know, something
so-
like this.
yes.
you guys laughing too much.
You
and
guys
We're
have
having
been,
too
you,
much
you
fun.
guys have been
Yeah.
chatting.
Yeah.
You
And
guys
that
have been
chats
talking.
has been
That is
going
why I
on.
ask you, if you find out that your girl is chatting with the ex, what would you do?
Done.
It's
It depends. Is she
Exactly.
going to be the future
So now-
section A or section B?
Section
It
B.
depends on where.
so
But
now, so
No
now
kids,
that
nothing.
that depends. It depends. It depends on what they are talking about.
Yeah.
So she wants to clear the air. I'm not doing anything with him. So I will invite him. You guys will sit. We all will sit. So you have a sound mind that I'm not doing anything with him. It's just a normal conversation.
Yes.
He's my childhood friend.
That adds on.
has the woman thought about it and said, okay, you know what? As much as that's my childhood friend, my man is insecure. Let me just limit what I'm doing with that person.
No.
That could easily
Yes.
solve the problem.
He you know how durable childhood friends are. How
Yeah.
compatible
They are
childhood
built
friends
to
are.
last, like cement.
Yes. You grew up with this person from kindergarten to high school to college.
Big
Yes.
brother. People
So-
sever ties with their
so
mother.
It's
It's
very
not
difficult.
difficult.
It's very difficult to break apart.
Yeah.
Very difficult. So if she's been able to take that bold step to separate and now gotten somebody, but you guys still it was a formal breakup. So you
There's
guys
no
are gone.
formal breakup. There's no formal. breakup.
There's formal breakup.
Osman is like, you can't
There's
Oh,
no
do this to
formal
your
okay,
wife.
mutual agreement.
There's no mutual agreement
Mutual-
breakup.
Okay,
Mutual
okay,
understanding.
Someone
mutual-
always gotta fake it like, oh, I'm cool with it, but inside,
Okay,
No.
55-45.
Yeah, like,
he's not 55-45. He's always it's
Osman.
always 80-20.
It's
It's always there is no
Still going with my
mutual
stats.
agreement
So like
breakup.
Usman is on the 80 that I still
No,
wanted to
no,
happen.
now you
I'm
move
either-
to
Section A.
Yeah.
Section A.
There is no friendly breakup. A breakup always wants yes, I want to break up. The other one say, oh yeah, sure, let's have a mutual thing. But inside of him or her, she's not happy. There's no easy breakup.
Yeah, I mean, that happens where you can still be in love with somebody and that person will still say, let's break up. It's not your feelings, it's that person's feelings. And
Yeah.
at some point in your life, you have to compromise and be like, listen, this person is doing what is best for him or her, and I should champion whatever they are doing and
Okay.
go away. But I think my problem would be you wanting your ex to come and validate your man's security. That's
No,
a problem.
That's a big problem.
If your man don't trust you
No, that's a
and
big
he's
problem.
constantly hounding you over who are you messing with, where you going, that's problematic.
you made the same
Statement.
statement
Yeah.
that if you love the person, you check the person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Right?
yeah, you have to.
So you are checking this person. Who are you talking to? Oh, it is this guy. Who is this guy? Oh, he's my ex, my childhood friend. Oh, how? How are you talking to him? What at all are you guys talking about? You guys are no more. You should break up. Have you forgotten that we are like we are still friends?
You have to make some choices.
Right?
You have to make some choices. I have childhood friends who are my exes. I don't like. I cannot avoid her. That's true. But I don't talk to her. We are in the same group chat. When I hang out with my friend, she's there. Like I always say hi, things. But I will not just like have like a close conversation with
That
her.
is you.
Yes, that is like you shouldn't have that. You
I
shouldn't
think
have
I
like
agree with him on that.
yes,
part.
you shouldn't have like you guys can be
There
still
shouldn't be
in the same
consistent
area, but it
communication
shouldn't
all
be
the
Right.
time.
consistent
Right.
communication and
Yeah.
stuff because, like I said, love is a flame that goes down but never goes off.
Easily rekindled.
And you will think like, oh no, we cool, but no, she's not. She's maybe waiting for an open door, and then boom, your relationship is
But
is in the air.
But that's why I believe in courtship. I'm a bit old school. Like I think this Gen Z or whatever phase they're in now, they would meet last week Friday and like it's on social media. Oh, we're together.
Right.
What's up, babe? Using certain pronouns or whatever to refer to each other. And I'm like, you just met.
2 days ago.
Like she haven't
Yeah.
even gotten past her cycle since you met,
Yeah.
right? To be frank. So reason for me saying that, which means that you'd have known about the childhood friend. Because
Mhm.
if you're from an old school of dating, we hang out first, as you said earlier, Nana. It's based on how the relationship started. Did I meet you in the club and I see you in your very skimpy dress
Right?
and I only have
Are you
one
talking about
intention?
the new boyfriend or the child?
No, I was just speaking generally about the relationship and how
Okay,
it
okay,
started
okay.
to understand that okay, if the new boyfriend like the new art, you should know about that childhood friend.
Yeah.
If you had a good communication or your relationship started on a
From
solid
the
foundation,
beginning,
so
yeah.
you should know: do I want to venture into this or not? Then if she hides that from you, then you realize that all right, and you find out at some point in time and be like, ugh,
Something's wrong.
something is wrong.
And there is one factor we all neglecting. You have to very be careful to the childhood ex because everybody here, when you start loving, you love without breaks. You love like fully. So those are the people you really love in your earlier age than people you meet. Like, my first girlfriends, there were no doors. I love them like straight. Then you get hurt, you start putting brakes. Then
Can you build
then,
walls?
then you build walls here.
I think
So
for me
you're
it's the reverse. I had doors and walls when I was younger, and now
you don't see them.
it's flat.
You're just
Dave doesn't
Swimming
believe in
through.
love. That's like
I
another
do.
Who said-
conversation.
who said he doesn't
I
believe
do,
in
I
love?
do.
I
It's the
would like
reverse.
to
When I was
think
younger,
Yo,
Dave
I do.
loves now.
Dave has
I'm a
more
Scorpio. Oh
than-
yes, oh yes,
Yeah.
I love.
You're a
Dave-
Scorpio?
I'm a
Oh,
Scorpio.
shit.
Dave has
That's right.
double
Put it
door
out
in
there.
his heart. There is nothing reaching Dave's heart. Right
No,
now.
so
Heart
you
surgeon.
are saying that when you're going in, you go in
Yes,
Straight,
in
like
your
blind.
earlier
No,
age,
that's Dave.
in
you
your
go in
earlier
blind.
age, but
Dave
not
is
Dave
like-
because love and Dave are
Dave is
two
like,
different
oh, that's a red
entities.
flag. Nope,
No,
that's
for me it's the
burgundy.
reverse.
You
When I
know,
was younger,
you love those people more than you love people now. Now even though you love someone intensely,
No.
but you be careful. You be careful. Like if you,
I
don't
think
know if
I'm
you
more
got
like
hurt.
Dave.
I
I
know
think I'm
I
Dave
don't know
here.
if you got
I
hurt. I
think-
got hurt.
Yeah,
I've gotten hurt.
I got hurt like
At some point.
I'm like, yo, I think I'm gonna die in this.
So-
Listen, I don't think
hold
anybody
on, hold
knows
on.
this.
So
Dave is the one who hurt people. You know
Oh my
the one-
days.
why? How did you know?
Look at Dave. Think I know
Yo.
Dave is unfazed by love.
hurt as a look.
Dave
Oh
is
no.
Face value.
unfazed
Love,
by
love
love.
has a look right now.
I know.
Yes.
Nah,
Dave is
I've
unfazed
been
by
through a
love.
lot. Nah.
I think
Dave is a
love,
trained criminal.
love as a concept should not be based on whether I have walls or not.
Yeah.
I should love you unconditionally till you give me a reason to put conditions into the relationship. If I meet you and you don't have any triggers for me to feel insecure, I can be with you for the rest of my life and not even worry about
There's
it.
always gonna be
Don't even
trigger
want the
for it to
ring,
be-
right?
Yes,
Right?
so-
I mean, I
so-
still want the ring though.
So you are saying that you won't allow it.
Yes, you have to be careful to the childhood ex because at the time of a lot of people love intensively at that time, and those are the people you love, and you stick close to them. It's not. It's like a risky time for you in a relationship. You meet
Okay.
someone later.
I think that's
Dave,
for you.
So
Not
so,
for me. Yes, everyone is taking things from the standpoint.
So let's say
From my
this
standpoint.
childhood friend. Let's say this childhood friend is me, right?
Ooh.
Okay.
And then that is my ex. She's working for me in the same company. I'm her boss. You met her. What is this?
This one is like,
Back me
he's
up
like,
in that
what
one.
is happening?
That is
She
not
about
a
to
good
be a
start.
stay-at-home girlfriend.
That is not a good start. Thank you.
She
So,
about to be a
she
stay-at-home
works for
girlfriend.
me.
No.
Oh boy.
I work in the film industry.
Oh.
She's my makeup
So you
artist.
rich too.
Okay.
Yes,
Mm.
she's my makeup artist.
Mm.
Wherever I go, she goes.
Ooh.
I have a shoot in LA. I call her
Mm.
Wait.
At what
LA,
time?
LA.
LA,
What are you calling her?
right?
It doesn't matter what time I
Oh
call
no,
her.
it's gonna go call her 4 o'clock in the
Nah,
morning.
He taking
No,
me with him
I'm
to
taking.
Cali.
Okay, so I sent her an email.
Okay.
Telling her that we have a shoot in LA next Saturday.
Guess who is responding?
Me. I know her personal email.
Yes,
It's still him.
I'm her PA. I'm responding.
When it comes
You're
to
taking the
emails.
family. Or
So
I'll buy my ticket.
I sent her an email saying that now we have a shoot in LA next Saturday. So get your stuff ready. We are moving on Friday. Shoot on so let's say it's 1 month shoot. Going for a whole month. This is what she does before you met her. You know about it. You know about me as being the boss
And the ex.
and the ex.
Okay.
So if I send her that
Ex-boss.
email and she comes to you and say, babe,
Ex-boss.
my boss just sent me an email that we are going to LA to film for a month on Saturday. We're going on Saturday. Knowing very well that I'm the boss and the ex, are you going to allow her go? And she's making good money from my company too.
I'm making good money too, so I'm like, you
You
know.
gonna stay home?
It's that's tough.
That's a tough one.
That is a
That
tough
is
one because
dicey.
in that condition you have to put some initial conditions.
Who's going to put a condition?
No, like in that case,
boyfriend.
like
Okay.
my reaction will be
Okay.
depending on the condition. If you guys break up because you don't want to settle in, you just like you break up because you're like, oh, he doesn't want to settle in and stuff. I'm like, you shouldn't be in that company. Our relationship will depend on you, because
Yeah.
if you don't want to settle in and you see her with me, she's stable and stuff, let me just tell her I want to settle in. She will go back to you
True.
How?
because
She has fallen for you.
Because the only reason
She
I
left
left
me
you
She left
yes,
me
I'm a
for
condition.
you.
I'm the plan B. You're the plan A.
always
No.
has been
There's
plan A.
always the guy on top.
If I am the plan A, shouldn't have left me for you.
No,
No,
she
no, no,
left
no, no.
you because she wants to settle.
She left you because you don't
I don't
want
wanna
to
settle.
Yeah,
You don't want to settle.
So that is minus for me.
No, that is minus.
And it's a plus for you because you want to
Yes,
settle.
in the talk, but in real life, that's a plus for you because you're the one she cannot have and she
Yeah.
cannot control. Me, I'm control. I'm sitting home watching LA Times and stressing. you're the one having fun and you're rich too. So if
Right.
now if she break up with you because like something like you disrespected her, disrespect or anything like she didn't like about you, and she's like, I don't want this, I'm breaking up with you. I might be feeling more comfortable because in that case, even though I'm not in the picture, she won't be with you. You see, you want to be with a girl, even though you're not there, she will not go back with the ex. But you
Yeah.
don't want to be with a girl who you think like, as soon as the ex decides something otherwise, your relation depends on that.
No, you've
know.
forgotten that I am the boss.
Yes, you are the boss too.
Yes.
And that's more scary.
Her work, no, she's working for me.
Yes.
She's working in my company.
Yes.
She's making good money.
Yes.
Let's say she's making like 70,000.
That's
That's
not good
too
more
small.
money.
No, okay. Okay, no, for a makeup artist.
That's too small.
Okay, let's say she's making like 250,000
Now you're talking.
a month.
Oh boy.
Yes.
That's scary.
A month.
A month.
First of all, I will have like a
I said a
relationship
month.
problem
A
because
year.
A year.
What do you mean?
Okay, because a month.
yeah.
Or I'm not paying her monthly. Let's say each contract, like the contract she's going for, like the one we're going for like a month,
Yeah.
she's coming home with like 100K.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am the boss.
Mm-mm.
I am her ex.
Okay.
She tells you that, okay, my boss just sent me an email. I have to go to LA for a shoot. You not being comfortable about this. Are you going to stop her and say, no, don't go anywhere, sit at home? Not thinking about the money she's going to bring in because of your own interest.
We should
And-
interest on
I
interest.
think
And to me, it won't be. I'm not even looking at her twice because we just broke up.
yeah, but
So
That's what
why
you
you
think.
what
When you're sober.
that's what you're saying.
When you're sober.
Thank you.
And we are going to LA
What do you
for
mean
that
I'm
matter.
sober?
The
When
white
you're
rum
sober.
didn't do the
The
work
moment
yet.
you go to Cali
When
and start
the
to drink
alcohol
Casamigos, it's
starts-
I don't
different.
know how you do the work yet.
The alcohol
Yes.
will do
Or
the
when
talking.
she's sober.
Well, she's
Right.
Thank you. Another condition that's scary.
As Osman said, love is like a flame.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It may diminish, but it is still
It's
there.
never quenched.
And especially the ex that didn't settle, no way.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
I
baby,
think too that
we can get another
transparency
job.
is very important in a situation like this. The mere fact that I'm able to tell you that I'm working for my ex and I've worked with him for so long that I'm still with you, nothing has changed, my behavior hasn't changed, I'm not being sneaky, I'm not running around, I'm home on time, I'm doing my job, you come to my workplace, you've seen, and I assure you that I don't want this person in any way, shape, or form, and you're very secured. As long as I'm transparent
But
with you,
does it
when
go both ways?
it goes both ways.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But then if I'm being transparent that, I want nothing to do with this man, and I'm going to, because it's like the movie industry.
I said go.
People work
You
with
allow-
their exes
you allow
all
her
the
go?
time.
In that condition, she said yes.
Yes.
She
No,
said,
in what she
not,
said,
not in
depends.
your condition. In my condition.
Okay, in my condition,
Yes.
like as she, well, overall, I would have to understand and know that what you guys like situation is, and like us dating, then I would know about you eventually. I mean, initially to say that okay, I'm working for my ex,
Yep.
and then I'll decide if I want to go further with this relationship. If I see certain triggers or certain sign, can I take her word for it, along with other things, to see is she a truthful person or she distort her truth and tell me what she thinks I
You
should
want to
know.
hear, yeah.
Then from that, so it's a totality of circumstances. I'm just not making a decision from just her going there. I'm going to look into other things also, like in our relationship, to see, hey, how many times she told me she's going to go to Red Lobster, and she's at Chick-fil-A. When I drive to Chick-fil-A with my boys, I saw her Chick-fil-A probably with someone else.
ex.
Right, and she'd be like, oh yeah, we didn't decide to go there, we changed. I'm like, but you told me you were going there with Nana, and now I see a Chick-fil-A. You didn't tell me that you're coming here.
Yep.
So if I use those factors, also I can realize that this someone not to be trusted. So
That is not coincidental. What were you doing at Chick-fil-A?
me
Yeah,
with my
that's what
boys, that's what I
he's-
tell my boys. Like I'm going to Chick-fil-A. Oh yeah, oh I mean her.
No, you.
No, I said about Chick-fil-A with my boys.
And then
Like
you
you and I,
meet
go,
her.
and then we see her probably with a friend.
So she's supposed to text you and say we moved. We moved from like
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
should
yeah. Oh, yeah.
communicate
but
that.
she never,
yes.
she didn't tell me that she was going Chick-fil-A with her boss. She told me she's going Chick-fil-A with
With Osman.
a Red Lobster with someone else,
Yeah.
or female. Then I see her with a male. So like kind of those factors, I'm saying that like okay, overall in the
That-
relationship,
yes.
you know that you can't trust this person. But some guys are very naive to that, and they overlook that and say, you know what, all right, she's telling the truth or whatever it is. And some people are more gullible than the other. And like, okay, fine. For me, I'm not going to search for information, and I may be naive to say, hey, go, without having all the facts. But I think what's in the dark going to come into the light.
True. Eventually.
So eventually, so like if I enter into this, I'm like, okay, fine. It's not even solely about the money. Like, okay, she's gonna make 100 grand. If that's what you really want and you're passionate about it, and you give me a word, and you're gonna look me in the eye and say your word is your bond, and you're not gonna be involved with him in any manner or him or
Shape or
anyone
form,
else
yeah.
out in LA, go for it.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
So
Exactly.
if she tells you that we're going to Chick-fil-A, and then later on the boss changes his mind and say, "Oh, let's go to Texas de Brazil," and then unfortunately you go to meet her there with your boys. What are you going to do at that moment? Are you going to say that she lied to you, or she didn't?
Yeah, she lied.
No,
She
that's
did
no
not
big
Not
deal.
really, because she may go.
Technically,
She
she
may go to
still
Chick-fil-A
lied.
and like you
That's
have a
no
change of
big deal.
appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends. Like if she says she's going Chick-fil-A with Nana, and then when I go, I see her at Texas de Brazil with you.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's
something
a problem.
different.
That is a problem.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So changing the restaurant doesn't really like, because let's be honest, we sometimes we go to spot and be like, okay,
Yeah, let's
we
not-
don't want
that's
to
not
eat here.
good.
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
So, but what if I go and see her somewhere more romantic, like candlelit dinner with you?
yeah.
And she told me she was going to McDonald's.
My day.
You see?
So they can't do
Oh, no,
candle.
no,
They can't
no,
do candle.
no,
No, candlelight.
no, 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 no,
Candlelight
no, no, no,
Candlelight
is not
in
for lights.
McDonald's.
It's the same flame.
Yeah,
Who's talking? It's
electric
the
light.
flame. It's the flame.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an extra flame right there.
That's like an
I'm
extra,
going
extra
a
flame.
flamethrower.
Oh yeah.
But I think if a woman can be honest with a man, there are some men that regardless what you say, they're
They-
gonna
they-
doubt you.
Of course.
It don't even matter. But then if you can communication and comprehension to me is a big thing.
And trust.
If I'm communicating and you're still telling me I'm lying, women, as the woman that I am,
gonna
I'm gonna
start
do
telling-
it so
tell-
that you can just assume what you want to
But it
assume.
goes both ways, because
Yeah.
when some men tell women stuff, women don't want to hear that.
True.
So that's why women like to hear the lies of like, okay, I love you, want to be with you, want to have a kid and family. Because when I tell you other stuff, I'm sorry,
No
the
problem.
truth, they don't want to hear that.
But I think that's why men are attracted to what they see, women are attracted to what they hear. So that's why women
And
You mean
don't
when I
tell
see
the
you when I'm
truth.
at the
wear
club,
makeup and then
Don't tell the truth to a woman too.
no, I think
I-
so. I think you should tell the truth regardless of the gender.
Depending.
When you try to protect people's feelings
yes,
by lying,
yes,
when the truth comes out, it hurts more than if you had just been upfront about it.
that's why we
Okay.
say we can't blame Kaka's wife.
Exactly. Or Jeff
So-
Bezos.
So my friend was like, women in their 40s are sweeter than women in their 20s.
that
Of
I
course.
don't know.
Of
That-
course.
It's true?
They have more experience, one, and two, they know
No,
they don't have that much options anymore.
No, I
It depends. Look at Tracy Ellis Ross.
No, like, you know, there's like like
experience-
Jennifer Lopez and stuff. You will like date her even though she's 60. But, you know, like women in their youth, at that time, they have a lot of options. An option is not good, actually, for anybody. Because you're more relaxed about things. You don't take things
I don't
seriously.
think that's the sweet he's talking about. I
What
think
sweet
he's
you
are
talking
you
about?
talking about sex-wise or
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, more experience, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the women in their 40s are sweeter than.
Yes, because
It depends. Well,
I wouldn't
go
know.
for it.
I'm sorry.
It
Like,
probably
you know,
depends.
like if you it of course it depends. But
Because
in their
when they're
40s,
40s, they may have to probably take a vote. It
it
depends. Not
But
all of
I
them.
also
I don't know
think
that.
Not all of
I'm
them.
not
in a
in that
science
range yet, but-
perspective, when we are bringing it to science,
Their prime is a
I
35.
think, I think that your body chemistry, the things that you eat, how you take care of your body as a
Yes.
woman, would determine your pH balance when it comes
And
to
your ethnicity, because
right. So I think genes help in that aspect.
True.
How you maintain your pH helps in that, because there are some women in their 40s that eat really healthy. They have their pineapple juice on standby. They have their
Tracy
beetroot
Ellis
on
Ross.
right. They are doing these
the ones
herbal.
in their 20s are eating what?
No, because somebody
Chick-fil-A.
they just want to eat Chick-fil-A the whole time.
Oh yeah.
They just
You
want
know,
to.
your
they
body
don't-
process things.
I
See-
didn't say that.
Yeah, there's
Your body
some.
process things.
So
yeah.
I grew up in
I
Ghana.
didn't say
Oh,
that.
you
Right?
did.
I grew
Please.
up in Ghana. I went to high school in Ghana. I was never introduced to these yoni wash and stuff like that, because in my culture it's unhealthy for your hoo-ha. It's
Right.
unhealthy for it. There's so many things. Your female reproductive system is built by God in such a way it cleans itself. A woman's discharge is more acidic than sometimes bleach. If women watch this, some of them can attest. You pick up your underwear, which is black, and now it's a bit brown. That's your
Right.
hoo-ha has cleaned itself, and sometimes the
I didn't know
acid
that.
in it. So if you're taking good care of your
don't
body,
say you didn't know. You won't know. Are you a woman?
No,
if
but-
you clean your body and you maintain it properly, regardless of age, you can. And I'm saying this because I'm a health science student, so I
Oh.
would know.
I have this question.
Okay.
So you come to abroad. You come and hustle. You have your wife and kids at home. So you have a beautiful wife. You've built a house. You have like 3 beautiful boys.
Okay.
Why
Right.
boys?
Oh,
It doesn't
a
matter.
boy.
Just add a girl
and
to it.
some
So we
girls.
can
Two
just
boys,
pass it
2
on.
girls, 1 boy.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
2 girls, 2 girls, 1 boy.
Okay.
You travel, you come and hustle, you go home. You want to go live with your wife and kids, right?
Okay.
Then looking at your wife's attitude and behavior, you felt like, nah, I want to these kids. I want to go for the DNA and check if these kids are mine.
Okay.
You go for the DNA, first child, not yours.
Okay.
You say, wow. Normally, first kids are not for the husbands.
Who said that?
What's the statistics?
It's true. Normally, go and check.
Normally,
First kids are not for the
I would think
husbands.
normally first kids are for the husbands, then the rest are
No.
like on the
Okay.
side.
First
first
kids,
It's for the male
because if the person is transiting from that relationship to the husband,
Okay.
normally the first kids are not for the husband.
Okay.
So he felt like, let me go do the first child. He went to do the first child. Bam.
Not his.
Negative.
Heartbreak.
Second one.
He went to said, no, let me do the second one. Bam. Negative.
Damn.
He didn't want to go do the third one.
'Cause
But
he'll
something
die.
pushed him and
So you
said,
want to hold on to
let
the
me go.
legacy.
let me go. I don't want to break my heart.
Buy
So
two
let
and
me.
get one free. Yeah.
So he took that bold step, went to check. Bam. Negative.
3 kids are not his.
All 3 kids are not his.
Okay.
The surprising part of it is the kids are for his brother.
Ooh.
I want to go first with this.
I
one.
mean, that's still your
The
blood.
kids are for his brother.
Yeah. Dave is Jamaican. They
I
have
wanna-
a lot
I
of
wanna
that
go
there.
first.
So
No,
I
go,
think
go, David.
David-
If you were the man,
they
David
have a
was
lot
like,
of that
I-
there.
yeah.
So let Dave,
If
let
you were
Dave-
the man, what are you gonna do?
I'm doing cartwheels.
Ooh.
I get to start over life brand new. So there's 2 things. In every adversity, there's an equal and greater seed of opportunity. So it depends. What are the ages of these kids? And I can make that decision. Do I still want to be in their lives because that's all they know? They know me as a dad. What if they're teenagers? Me walking away is not going to make them any better kid or a better human being to society. Because the psychological impact that may have on the kids, it may be darning. So I'll be considered to be a darn fool by society, to be frank. But I could still decide, you know what, I want to raise these kids as my own because I'm the only father that they know. And for them to shift to say, hey, this is now your dad, who is your uncle. Because your daddy ain't your daddy, ain't daddy didn't know. That's very tough for them. There's a song. It's very tough for them.
Yeah.
And to be honest, so and sometimes, as I said, maybe I'm just very naive. I look at things very different. But you look at it, you want to raise kids because children are the future of the society.
Yep.
So you walking away from them at a certain age or whatever they be, they may turn to substance. More girls may turn to prostitution.
Yeah.
Those are the same girls that, as I mentioned before, when communication broken down between home, they go see comfort in friends. They may end up on Tinder or whatever it is, doing bad things.
Okay, you have gone too far.
Oh, but that's the reality.
Teenage. No. I
Okay.
mean,
Oh, teenager.
teenage.
Okay, if they're young.
They are young. Let's say,
3, 2, 1.
no, let's say 6, 4, and 2.
Right. Okay. Well,
6, 4.
and as I said, it
6,
all
4, and 2. So
depends
2
on my
years.
bond.
Yeah.
2 years.
That's
2 years difference.
If
2
it's
years
okay.
in between.
All
If
right.
it's young.
It's still the same.
6, 2,
It's
6,
still
4, and 2.
it's still the same as my bond because I have a relative that happened to, and he still
You see,
took
that's
care
why I
of
told you
the.
to go
Yeah.
first.
Oh my God.
I think
told him
first
to
of
go
all,
first
that
because they
woman
have a lot
should
of
be
that
put on
Jamaican.
the
Right.
table and whipped.
If she
But
knows,
then you see, women. That's the point. I was
what if
trying-
she didn't know?
Some women. I mean, 3 kids. You come on. You would.
She didn't know who was who, but she seen them the same night.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
But
she didn't know,
then
but she was
it's-
wrong to see them. But at the
Yes,
same
but
time,
that's-
but
women-
when did you think this thing happens? Like this man comes home every 2 years.
Yeah,
So
but you
is-
living abroad.
Is it like
I'm sexually starved.
is it like
That's why-
no? But that doesn't give you the chance.
It doesn't give you the moral compass to do it.
It doesn't mean you should. But your own blood brother.
But that's easier for me. I rather
because
my
he's
brother
available right there.
Yeah, no, I rather like
But-
the kids out from my brother than from another guy.
and it's easier for me to come
And
out
that's
and say
easier to
I
keep
got
in the
6 in Europe.
family, and
Right?
that's easier to raise the kids. Like I will just go.
I'll
I'm
come
like,
back to the Europe thing. I have a question for.
I
I'll
will just
have
go
a
to the
question.
brother. I'm like, okay, brother, the 3 kids are yours, so I guess we just switch
But how?
family.
What
That's
are you
still
how are
my
you going to
blood,
feel?
though.
Like how are you going to feel?
You gotta feel bad. Of course,
Of
it's
course
no
it's
good
gonna
feeling.
hurt.
But at least it's easier for me to
Like a
raise.
female
still,
dog.
I will divorce the wife. That's for sure.
You
But
will?
yes. of
But I thought you
course,
said it's
that's-
easy for you. So
No, but I will
50%.
still
would
raise the
rather,
kids.
yeah.
I will still like indirectly raise the
Or
kids.
be in their lives, right?
I'll
But
be in their life.
They're
Because now
like,
they're
that's the
your
one-
nieces and nephew.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So are you going to call your kids, your children, or your nephew or your niece?
I mean,
It
now
depends on
they're
the
not.
kids. The kids call you by
Whatever.
whatever.
Is the brother alive?
Yes.
the brother is still how? Yes, of course. he's
It depends because maybe I'm probably gonna kill him after.
So it's just like move the kids to the brother home, and then you keep talking
then-
to the kids,
and
and,
then
the wife.
also,
He can take the wife.
You can
too.
decide.
alive.
to
And are you going to
divorce
tell the
wife.
kids? 1 second. Are you going to tell the kids?
As that young age.
Me, I'm very transparent. Yes, I would.
no.
Yeah.
No,
But some
that's
people would
too
say
young.
no. But everyone is
Yeah.
very different. But you know what? They say they're too young. At what age is too young? Because I remember being too young and parents didn't tell me stuff. And when I grew up, I'm like, why didn't
Why
you
didn't
tell me? and they may grow up to resent you to say that you lied to them all their lives. So it's a tough one.
Yeah.
And you have to just make a decision and follow through.
Like, keep kids as
But you know what, Sammy? Just to add to that, it's easier for us to even say this. I mean, we're speaking hypothetically because we're not in a situation.
Yep.
It's like playing soccer. You look at someone and be like, "Why didn't you control the ball? Why did you do that?"
Yep.
But when you're out there, it's very different.
Yep.
There are different factors involved. The sun is in your eye. Whatever, your legs are tired. It's very
Yeah.
different. It's easier to say because we may end up in a
True.
situation and we say, "You know what? I love these kids so much. Like they're
my
mine."
blood.
I may even lie to myself or hide the DNA result and say, "You know what? I'm not telling them because I'm the only one who knew."
Yeah.
Especially if I took the hair when they were sleeping and go do it, I'm like, I'm taking this to my
My
urn
grave,
or my
yeah.
grave.
But you've told your wife.
I probably wouldn't have told her.
You won't tell your wife.
That's your
No.
brother's wife.
If it depends.
Would
if I
you
love
tell
the
your
kids.
wife
About what?
that you've gone for DNA and you know that the kids are not yours?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe I want to live in a fairy tale life because you know what? As I said, I know someone this happened to and they don't even want to do the DNA because they don't want to know. And you look at
Ah,
that
you
kid
have to know.
and the ethnicity different. You look at the kid, you know that kid ain't is based on
That
the
don't
mom
even
and the
look
dad,
like you.
and they don't want to know.
And there's some people too that there could be a factor where you, the man who found out those kids are not yours, you can never have a child. What about that instance? You do not want to lose those children because now they are yours.
Yeah.
Your brother probably don't even know they're not they're his. So in that circumstance,
So-
if I'm a man,
Let me just give this quick icebreaker. So this guy came home and he said, "Honey, I have bad news." But the wife is excited. She said, "Honey, I have good news." I was like, "Okay,
good
you
news
go ahead.
first.
Good news first." She says, "Yeah, I'm pregnant. We finally did it." The man was like, he's astonished. He was like, "Wow, I'm coming from the doctor, and the doctor told me that
You can't give birth.
I'm infertile."
Mhm.
Impotent.
Jesus
I-
just put water to wine again.
Yes. So you're
So that kid
pregnant.
better be born a major.
Right?
Who? Okay. So good one. So that same person comes from the hospital, right?
Mhm.
And then the doctor has already told him that you can't give birth. He has 3 kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but the doctor's results are never always the ultimate
Nana,
truth.
Right.
Nana, you are right, but he can't give birth,
Mm-hmm.
and that kids are his. His 3. Let's say when he came abroad, he has tried with other women. He couldn't. So the doctor confirmed that due to the accidents that you had when you were
Okay.
when you're a child,
When you're playing soccer
you're a
and
kid,
someone kicked
or
you.
someone kicked you, and you fell on your left leg.
Oh my days.
It has affected you, so you can never give birth. But you have 3 kids with your wife.
Probably Ramos kick you in that way.
So
could.
so that made him
Want
go
to go do the DNA.
Yes, wanted to go do the DNA,
Okay.
and he went for the DNA, and all the 3 kids were not his.
Okay.
Are you going? Your wife doesn't know that you've gone for the DNA. Is it good to tell your wife that?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course. You have to be transparent about those things.
She should know
Because
that
she
you
doesn't know. She doesn't know that you can't do it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but yeah.
So why is that part you never told your wife that you can't do it?
But you didn't know.
You didn't know. You just found
Like,
out, and
you
that's
just
what made
found
you
out.
do the
Like, you're
DNA
like,
test.
Okay.
You're thinking you had a problem, but if you know.
So if you go for the DNA test and they're all negative, are you going to tell your wife that I know the kids are not mine because I went to the doctor? How are you going to?
I'm just gonna tell the.
Be
First of
straight.
all, I will not even hide to do the DNA test. I'm like, yo, take the kid. We're gonna go do DNA test.
How?
We
Not
shouldn't
every
hide that.
woman
That's
would.
So-
that's
so-
gonna
so-
cause
so if-
problem. That's gonna be
Yes,
problem.
it's
No,
gonna
not
be- so if you
everyone
go and
has-
Oh,
if you
trust
go
me.
and they're all
It's gonna
they're
be
all
a
No, as a
positive.
problem.
parent, I can tell you that's gonna be a
It's a
problem.
Yeah,
problem.
but you
It's a
see, it
big
also
problem.
becomes
Yeah,
a
you have your doubts.
problem if the woman knows those children are
No,
not
but-
yours.
No, but either way, it's just like when you said you're telling the truth, and I look at you as a liar because me doing a DNA is automatically insinuating that somewhat
you did
you're
something.
you're lying.
Yes,
I think
girl, we
at that
have a
point,
problem.
I'm gonna ask you, what is making you want to go do the DNA?
He's
'Cause
too
something
light
without-
skinned.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I've
He's
seen-
too
I've seen
albino
a
for me.
black. I've
The
seen a
kid
black.
looks good. And
I've
I'm
seen a black
ugly.
girl, a girl from Ghana who has given birth to a Chinese. He's working with the Chinese he's working.
Yeah,
with a
that's
Chinese
problematic.
I used to work in a Chinese company.
Yes. And
It's
the-
a
and-
Chinese baby.
And let's say the boyfriend is black, like you. So let's say you and Nana.
That
and Nana,
you was aggressive.
yes, because I look at Dave. Dave was
So you-
a
you're
bit
make-
lighter.
David's little light skin, so I'm like, I'm the last one.
No, they're making love in the light.
I'm the
Last
only
resort.
only
So
option.
you and Nana, you guys have been living together for like 3 years or 4 years.
Okay.
Nana is working in a Chinese
So
company.
no Chinese company for you, in case.
So
That's how
so
it starts, you know.
You are happy she's pregnant and she's going to give birth.
And it's a Chinese
It's a
baby.
Chinese baby. The eyes are inside. The nose are flat.
My God.
I'm like, Nana, you are.